nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
The Millville Chiropractic Center, located at 1014 North High Street in Millville, is celebrating 30-plus years of success serving the community. Dr. Beebe, Dr. Doyle, and Dr. Fresh treat a variety of health conditions with a full-service facility featuring x-rays on site by a licensed radiographic technician, computerized muscle analysis, chiropractic manipulations, rehabilitative exercises, and a diet and weight loss program. Call their friendly staff at 856-327-0320 for an appointment today.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a nonprofit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
It's a celebration, smiles are everywhere. Happiness and joyful times with all the love and care. Timbro braces creates happy faces. Timbro braces creates happy faces. Smile, smile, all because Timbro took good care of us. Smile, smile, all because they'll turn your frown into a smile.
Welcome to John Barbo's Field. This is Tony. Coach?
Good, sir.
And so tonight's contest will be the Mainland Mustangs versus our mighty Millville Thunderbolts. So, Coach, what do you think about today's game?
Well, the Mustangs come in with a 1-0 record. They were 2-4 in a COVID-shortened season last year, have a talented transfer quarterback from Pleasantville that appears not to be playing today, but a talented junior running back, Jabril Mace, that ran for 58 yards. Our offense last game was really clicking and looked to see some big things from Nate Robbins, Lasir Brooks, and our other wonderful, talented athletes.
So we made some explosive plays, so we looking for some more explosive plays today?
Home runs left and right is what we're going to see from the Bolts today.
Okay, I think we're going to see a lot of running, but we do have a special guest today, right?
Absolutely. We have one of the all-time greats in Millville High School history, one of my personal heroes, Tony Serace.
Coach Serace, come and join us.
This is one of my heroes, and so are you, Tony. Good to be here after a big absence.
So, Coach, what do you think of the Bolts so far this season?
Well, getting to watch that first game was unbelievable. I called Coach Thomas and told him that that's one of the fastest teams I've seen Millville have. And they have size. I was just down on the field and sized them up. They have all the ingredients of having a great team. Now, they play great competition. Had a great win last week. As you know, could have went either way. We had enough at the end to win. Mainland brings back 22 returning lettermen, plus the big transfer kid that I just found out, a quarterback, that is not playing tonight. He's being disciplined, I guess, but he'll be back for the rest of the year, according to what I heard. So, they'll have their hands full. They still have that big running back that, started as a freshman for Mainland. So
yes, he did well last week.
And he did well last week. So they know what they have to do. They have to play their game.
So all your years coaching, I don't want to shortchange because we have a D1 prospect in LaQuinn Allen, and then also 3-year starter Nate Robbins coming back, and they're leading the show. But then we had that I call them the Gale Sayers of Millville, Lasir Brooks,
He is unbelievable to watch. I had heard so much about him. My son, who coaches at Princeton, had seen him in a 7-on-7 tournament. All the coaches there were raving about him. Has great size for a freshman, 14 years old. Has great, unbelievable speed, as he showed last week on the 2 returns, or the touchdown pass and the return. Great future. I mean, has a terrific future. So I think the big thing is for the kids to just play their game and not get out of sorts, because the ability's there.
Well said, the sage of Millville. So thanks, Coach Saray. And we're going to take it away. We're going to have the national anthem, but stay tuned and welcome. Like I said, welcome to Quinn Broadcasting, and welcome to a great game. Let's go to a commercial break. Huh? So we're at John Barbeau's Field. I'm with Jason Kessler and Coach Sarais. Welcome, guys. And captains came to the field. They had the corn toss. Here comes our mighty Thunderbolts. Our 1-0 mighty Thunderbolts.
Hope to be 2-0 at the end of the night.
Got the cheerleaders in, and we ready for? They didn't say. I didn't get that, Jay. Who was gonna kick off and who was gonna receive?
I didn't catch it, but I looked at this game to be very, very quick.
So we did have a intro, but I want to do it again. So I'm Tony Trongo with Jason Kessler, along with Coach Tony Sarais, commentating for today's game with our mighty Millville Thunderbolts against the Mainland Mustangs. We're going to take time out for the national anthem. So we're ready to play ball. And again, we're looking forward to a well-contested game. Mainland is always a well-prepared, well-coached team throughout the years. And obviously our Thunderbolts are looking, our journey is, the end of our journey should be a state championship. That's the goal. So again, we'll have a well-contested contest. I just pulled a double whammy there. A contested contest. We're going to have a well-played game, I think well-coached game. So Mainland will kick off to Millville. Number 17, Lazier Brooks will be back. Number 6. Along with number 6, Naeem Sharp.
Number 33 for Mainland, Brady Panis, and will be handling the kicking duties for the Mustangs today.
Tazier Brown is also back. Beautiful day. Little to no wind. Little to no wind.
Short kick.
Brown with the carry. Looks like we're just at the 30-yard line. So the Millville Thunderbolts will get the ball. And again, they're going to be led by senior Nate Robbins, number 2, and number 1, LaQuint Allen, D1 commit to Syracuse Orangemen, home of the 44 jersey.
We'll remember watching many of their relatives out on this field. Nate's brother Tasker was a quarterback for us here at Millville. LaQuint's cousin Raquel Armstead was a stellar running back for us.
Okay, so get 2 in the backfield, slot left, hand off to Quinn Allen. Quinn Allen for a 6-yard pickup. What were LaQuint's stats last game, Jason? All right, we're in a hurry up. Same formation. The opposite formation. Now they're going to run right. Again to Allen.
Met at the line. Last week, LaQuinn Allen had 21 attempts for 113 yards with a 5.4 yards per carry average with a touchdown.
We're in a hurry up offense again. Now we're in a spread, single back. 3rd and about 5.
Screen inside.
Robbins to Teron Hale, the sophomore sensation, with a first down. Pickup of 10 yards. We're on the Millville 46-yard line, and we're still staying to hurry up. We're in spread. Allen in the backfield. They're talking.
Look for something on the wide side of the field here.
Teron Hale talking to coach.
Nope, short side of the field.
Wow. Pickup of about a yard, maybe 2. It'll be 2nd down and about 8. We got the spread offense again. Robbins looking to Coach Thomas for the play. Looks like they got one-on-one out far right. Drop pass to number 8, Kalen Bowman. Incomplete. That'll bring 3rd down and 8. They saw one-on-one coverage out wide. I think they wanted to take advantage of it, but they didn't burn it. No go route there. Freshman
Mustangs are in a 3-man front. These spread formations force these outside linebackers to have to cover a defensive back.
He looked for a slant pattern. It wasn't there. Robbins out. He scampers. He's going. Wow. Great run by Nate Robbins. That's a 12, about 17-yard gain right there. And that's what we need to keep the drive going. Our Thunderbolts are still in the hurry up offense. Looks like we're trips left. Wide right, single back. Sprint out to the left. Underneath pass to Tyon Cephas. I'm sorry.
Yep.
He was a star in a couple games last year. Did a great job. Pickup of 6 yards.
Trips here on the short side of the field.
Hand off to Allen. He sees daylight. And he picks up another first down.
Flag on the play.
I didn't see holding.
Officials indicating holding on the Thunderbolts.
A 2nd down and 4 takes us to I don't understand the placement of the ball. What do you think, Coach?
Well, the holding occurred up near the 20, so 10 yards or more.
So they took it back. Okay, they took it back for the spot of the foul. Spread offense, single back. Motion left by Cephas. Motion back. Open. Cephas was open. Pass overthrown to Cephas.
Those linebackers, Mainland flew with that motion, allowing Cephas to get open.
So it's going to be third down and about 5 yards. Looking to the sideline for the play. This is 4 down territory.
Depends on how much faith that they have in their kicker. I think
this is going to be a run. No.
Screen pass to Allen. And he has daylight.
He's gone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Thunderbolts. 31-yard pass from Robbins to LaQuinn Allen for a touchdown. Thunderbolts are up 6-0.
Rain is out for the extra point. Always a good thing when you have a kicker to go out there and get you one.
It means a lot in high school football. Bobble snap.
Robbins out.
Interception. That could go. Well, Jacob Zamat, the backup quarterback. So it'll be a failed attempt, and the score is 6-0 with 8:51 left in the first quarter. We're going to take a timeout.
At Complete Care, we're patient-centered. I choose to bring myself and my children to Complete Care because we are a one-stop shop. We use dental, we use medical. I feel as though the quality of care here is great. I love working here. I feel great to work at a place that serves the community. There's a lot of people in need. To me, serving patients means we've been in your shoes. We know what great care means to us, and we want to provide that for you.
What makes Inspira innovative? The latest in surgical robotics. What makes us indispensable? Our nationally acclaimed breast center specializing in reconstructive surgery. What makes us incomparable? Our national award-winning and comprehensive orthopedic center. It's in the people, it's in the legacy, it's in the network. Inspira Health Network, in it for you.
Need something fixed? Think Latour Hardware and Garden Center, your best bet for reliable and lasting repairs. For over 30 years, Latour.
And we're back.
Yeah, I thought if Millville had a problem at all last week, Jason, I thought it was some errors in the kicking game. Obviously, the way the game started wasn't good. And then now they have a procedure penalty and a missed extra point. So that's an area of the game, they want to continue to win. They need to shore up. But, Jason, the one thing that I noticed, not a lot of penalties last week. It was a very clean game by Millville.
Absolutely. Anytime you can limit the amount of laundry that's on the field, you're going to have a good night.
And then tonight they've got
Robbins with a short pooch kick. Live ball. It's recovered by Mainland.
Almost misplayed there. Millville almost got a little bit of a break. And I believe, Jason, you got a better mind than me. I think they converted 3 third downs on this drive, the touchdown drive, which is, critical if you're going to, be successful. It's third down offensively or defensively.
Absolutely. Look for our 3-3 stack defense to apply some pressure here. Mace trying to bounce the ball outside, swallowed up by a host of Millville tacklers.
Yeah, Mainland without their starting quarterback, Leslie, they're going to rely on Mace a lot. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get 20-plus carries tonight, try to ride him. He's been a great back for them for 2 years.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle by number 7, Elijah Edwards.
Elijah didn't play last week, so he's back in the starting lineup, and he'll mean a lot to the Bolts defense.
Yeah, a lot of size and pressure off that in that end spot. Pitch out to Mace. Good job of the Thunderbolt defense swarming there. Just got to make sure we're keeping outside leverage and contain.
Yeah, talking to Coach Wickford earlier in the week, he mentioned that it's a big part of their offense, the lead option, and you don't see much option anymore, and you really have to be disciplined with your assignments. It becomes assignment football. So here we are, Jason, a big 3rd and 7.
I think with the change of quarterback for Mainland, you're not going to see as much of the quarterback pulling the ball. You have a young sophomore quarterback in his first real varsity time, I'm assuming here. Pressure by the Bolts. Ooh. Quinn Allen almost picked that one, had his fingertips on it.
And that was headed to the house.
Yep,
right?
absolutely.
If he got that one, that was going to the house. He read that well, but not sure if he got a finger on it or not. I couldn't tell.
That could have been his Nick Terror-Savage moment.
I remember that.
One Brooks back deep for return. Snap. Ooh, risking it. Nice spin. Brooks is explosive.
He is explosive. That's a great word to describe him. You know, a lot of times you tell the return backs don't field the ball when it's rolling, but when you have an explosive back like that, I don't think it's as much of a chance, you know, because he's got good hands. He's going to be able to do what he just did, which is pick up about 20 yards that they would have not had.
Yeah, so we're in their territory. We're on the Mainland 42-yard line, and the young freshman puts us in good field position. Lazier Brooks. Okay, we're in the spread offense again. Okay, we're on the Mainland 42-yard line. 7:50 left in the game. Fake handoff, screen. It's broken up by number 23 from Mainland.
Joe
Sheeran.
And that almost went the other way.
Yeah,
Tony,
exactly.
He read that very well, that quick screen.
It's always screens can be dangerous. Hey, we're in spread again, Coach. What do you think?
Well, they have a wide variety. They could hand the ball off, which they did.
Look at this. And our workhorse, LaQuinn Allen, takes it from the 42 of Mainland to the 25-yard line for a 17-yard pickup. That'll be a first down for our Millville Thunderbolts. It's always good when you can run the ball, right?
Absolutely. You know, they start 2 freshman tackles, Tony. I'll talk about it in a second because this hurry up, we don't have to do much. You know, they're in the out running the play.
Another one underneath. And it's to Brooks, and he's going to break loose. And our man, Lazier Brooks, looks like he's been there a few times.
Yeah, I think Thunderbolt fans are going to have a pleasure watching this young man for the next 3 years after this. Tony, 2 freshman tackles that started last week. And talking to Coach Thomas, he said they did such a great job. He said, I'm not going to make any changes. The left tackle is Marcus Offer, whose father is Marcus Offer, who played back in the day when the old guy here coached. And he was a terrific player. And Coach Wickford is working with the line, and he said what a great player that the young man is. We'll check the extra point out here.
Yeah, it's Ramus, number 0. Zamet the holder. Ball's down. The kick is no good. And the score is 12-0.
our favor of our Thunderbolts with 7:24 left in the first quarter. Again, the touchdown is from senior Nate Robbins to freshman Lazier Brooks for a touchdown to take us extended lead 12-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout.
Need something fixed? Think Latour Hardware and Garden Center, your best bet for reliable and lasting repairs. For over 30 years, Latour has been the expert in small engine repairs, lawnmower repairs, blade sharpening, screen and window repair, glass cutting, generator maintenance, and power tool repairs. Latour services all major brands, and whether you visit the store or take advantage of Latour's pickup and delivery service, you'll know your job is being done right. Think hardware, think Latour Hardware and Garden Center. Come on in and get started.
And we're back, and the score is 12-0 in favor of our Millville Thunderbolts over the Mainland Mustangs. And Jason Kessler's joining us now. Coach is taking a little time out. He was mentioning about we had some stud tackles, Jason?
Yeah, Darian Blackowitz, freshman for us, as well as Marcus Offer. Anytime that you have some young, talented offensive linemen, you're in good shape.
So the kickoff by Nate Robbins, and Millville gets good field position. That was a run by number 27, Stephen Ordeal, and Mainland will start their second possession on the 40-yard line.
With their play calling so far, it makes you wonder, Tony, if they're going to look for some play action pass the amount of times that they've run the ball. Try to make all our linebackers creep up on the line and hit us with some play action.
They're going to have to, because our speed is just going to. We get to the ball pretty quickly. Motion right. Oh,
that's German.
That's Kenyon German. His nickname is Thumper. He gets in the backfield. He times the snap perfectly. Coach ran a blitz up the middle, and that was a tackle setting Mainland back with a 5-yard loss. Now it'll be second down and 15.
Millville's had some good fortune in the inside linebacker history here. With recently under Coach Thomas, you had Zach Douglas, and before that, previous coaching staff, Ed Shockley. A lot of very talented, strong meet in the center of the line and blow it up.
Slot right, high backs. Handoff. And again, I don't think they're going to get anywhere with their running game with us. That 30 stack is.
Well, anytime that your offensive line isn't getting a push on 3 down linemen and you're allowing the linebackers to freely release into the backfield, it's going to be a long night for the Mustangs.
So now they picked up about a yard, so it's now third down and 14 on the Mainland 36-yard, about the Mainland 36-yard line. So they got a spread offense, quick pitch to number 16. He catches it.
And barely got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it was Jamie Tyson from Mainland with the catch. And let's see what the coach from Mainland will do there. We're gonna be punting.
I'd like to see what we could do in our pump block team. Traditionally, Millville's had very good special teams when it comes to the pump blocking units. A lot of athletes to be able to get out there and wreak some havoc.
Pump by number 27. Brown's back. He yells he wants to clear it. They're on the Millville 19-yard line, and Millville will get the ball back on their own 19-yard line. So wise move by the Mainland coach. And who was the head coach again, Jay?
Head coach is Chuck Smith. He's a teacher at Mainland High School. Used to be a head coach at Oakcrest many years ago. Millville offense coming back out with those freshman tackles. Coach Therace joining us here.
You guys don't give me enough of a break. It's 3 and out with our defense.
We're working a platoon like the Cowboys did with Roger Staubach and Ray Gordon back in 1970.
Oh, boy. You're dating yourself now, Tony.
I was definitely not alive for that. Play action, throwing it up to Bowman.
Did a hitch and go, Jason. Tried to get Bowman loose, but good coverage by Mainland.
Bowman hasn't gotten a chance yet to show what he can do on offense, but he's a very talented athlete. Working with him with the boys basketball team, his first team all-conference basketball, very tenacious defender, very competitive, and we'll see a lot of that on the gridiron with him.
Double slot motion.
Coach Thomas calling a lot of plays to the short side of the field here, even with the trips loaded up. I look for him at some point with this, looking to get a man-to-man coverage on the open side of the field.
Well, here we are at a critical third down, deep in our territory inside the 20. You're right about Bowman being a talented athlete.
Hits the just misses the under route to Thomas Smith.
Yeah, right in his hands. Good throw by Nate. Thomas would like to have that one back again. So Millville with their first punt of the night.
Thomas had a big game for us last week with 3 receptions for 75 yards.
Yes, he did. One of the things Coach Thomas said to me was, and he's made this noted in the paper, that there's only one ball. And they have all these talented athletes, and they have to continue to be very unselfish. Some nights they may not get the ball as much based on coverage.
One thing that was exciting that I've seen so far is after some of the running plays, LaQuinn Allen's gone over to the lineman and thanked him for the blocks. It's always good. A live ball.
Nope.
Looked like it hit off a Millville defender there, but the play was blown dead.
Well, now the Millville defense has to step up because Mainland has great field position inside the 45-yard line. Millville 44.
Dangerous thing about the 3-5 defense is those twisting blitzes that can come out of nowhere is off the edge, moving guys, shifting the gaps. It's very difficult as an offensive lineman to pick up that type of pressure.
And it gives you the coverage for the spread offenses that you need to defend.
There's German again in the backfield.
Yeah, it just came right off the edge, and as you said, those blitzes are hard to pick up. And again, I can't emphasize enough. If you come watch Millville play, or you watch us, I watch them on TV now. The speed on all sides of the ball. I mean, defensively, they're as quick as I've seen us have, Jason, in recent years. What do you think?
Absolutely, we have some of the better athletes at the skill position that we've had in many years.
Even our linemen up front,
absolutely.
I mean, they're quick. Linebackers
move their feet extremely well.
Yes.
I definitely want to be playing on this team.
I knew the kiss of death was what I said. We were pretty much penalty free. Now we've had a holding call, now we had an offsides. Coach Thomas told me he's got a lot of depth, so he's going to be utilizing a lot of players.
Well, that's the key to success. If you're able to rotate your guys, keep them fresh on both sides of the ball.
Well, Mason stopped at the line of scrimmage, Jason.
Sometimes somehow squeezed through there.
Yeah.
Got to make sure we're wrapping up on defense.
Well, you can see he's a powerful runner. Why he's been so highly touted. He's coming out on this third and medium.
Forced out of bounds.
And run a sprint out with the young quarterback.
Excellent coverage by our defense there. You know, they had in max protection, kept the back, kept the H back in.
And he lost yardage. He's going to bring up a punt because I think they might have gone for it, Jason, if they were, around the 40 or inside the 40. But they're backed up now to the 45.
Brooks appears to be back deep.
Well, they're gonna kick the ball away from him, I would think.
You never know, Coach. You never know.
Well, it's all the way to the right of Brooks, and there's a mainland roll, and now Millville's deep in their own territory again. Need a drive to get out.
We're going to stay a little longer. So, Coach, I'm wondering if they still yell Peter in those. Is that an oldie but goodie too?
That's an oldie but goodie. I can't tell you what Coach Thomas does, but yeah, that was our call.
Yeah, back in the day, that was
back
the universal.
Day. We won't go into that,
Peter.
but we'll say that was the call, right?
Okay.
Yeah. We'll try to remain politically correct.
Okay, then. So the score is 12-0 in favor of the mighty Thunderbolts with 2:38 left in the first quarter. We take the ball. What looks like the 8-yard line. So Coach goes out with a spread offense, single back. Probably another motion. Handoff. Oh, wide open. Well, it went backwards.
He kind of got twisted around and then started running the opposite way, Tony.
Yeah, it was Naeem Sharp.
Never a good thing. I had a line coach with me that anytime a receiver caught the ball and tried to get away by running backwards, would just scream at the receivers. Run the other way.
We got trips left, single back. Coach goes with his handoff again. LaQuinn Allen looking for daylight and not having any of it. It was second down at about 4.
Yeah, I think he only gained about a half a yard or less.
They keyed up on that.
I'm sure you've seen this, Tony. LaQuinn has always impressed me as a very patient runner. He tries to set up his blocks and wait for the opening.
Trips left, wide right, single back. Robbins back, fakes. Oh, fumble. Quinn Allen with it. He's looking up. He's trying to make a play. Guess what? He's coming around. Oh my goodness. And he rumbles to the 40-yard line. So we were on the, looks like the, 11-yard line?
Yeah,
so it was a 29-yard gain.
Yeah, the heavens were with us. I mean, I thought we might lose that fumble on the pressure that came in on Nate. He tried to go deep again on a hitch and go. LaQuinn right on the spot.
Trips left. Hand off. Fumble again.
Yep, this time Mainland got it.
Yeah. Fumble by that was
Brashear Hunter.
Brashear Hunter with the fumble. And he's an outstanding sophomore running back. But now Mainland will get it on their own 37-yard line. I'm an eternal optimist, Coach. I consider that a punt after starting on the 7-yard line.
Well, it can be if we force them into a 3 and out, and the thing that I always worried about as a coach, I would always scream into our kids is sudden change. Now you have a fumble and they get the ball back, and offensively, more often than not, I try to go deep because I think the defense might be,
a little deflated.
Yeah, a little deflated.
Okay, we got a slot left, quarterback keeper. And we got number 21, Kenyon German, with the tackle.
Yeah, he's had a bunch already tonight.
Yeah, he gets in the backfield. We got to one day I'll get good at calling this. If we take stats, he's got multiple plays, tackles for a loss.
Tackles for loss, yes, he does.
Yeah, so looks like a 4-yard loss. So it's now 2nd down and 14.
Well, there's no question Mainland's missing their star quarterback, but this young kid is being tested by the Thunderbolt defense.
Well, there's not enough to key on right now. You know where they're going to go. Be limited on the throwing game. All right, we got about 24 seconds left, and Mainland will call timeout. And I guess this is so, Coach. What do you think so far of our Millville Thunderbolt team so far?
I've been very impressed watching them last week, talking to the coaches. Even last year, Tom Wickward told me that, and Dennis, they were good last year. He said, well, wait do you see us next year, meaning 2021? And they knew they had a lot of talent, and they knew that this Brooks kid was coming up. He had been so highly touted at all the levels that he played. So I'm impressed, even though I made the comment, Tony, about their discipline in the first game and going into the night's game, and even though they've had a couple penalties tonight, I still think their discipline on the field has been very evident.
That is true. That is true. Everybody's playing their particular position. Looks like Kenyon German's in on it again. And they went around. And it's a stop at the 35-yard line. That's a carry by number 27 for Mainland. Again, Stephen Ordeal. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Coach. I'm my first year here, so we picked up a new sponsor, Ideal Vision, Main Road Shopping Center in Vineland.
That's my eye doctor, Dr. Morosco.
Hey, how about that? And also a Millville favorite, Latour Hardware, 1607 South Delsey Drive, Vineland. And also T&F Camera at 1362 South Delsey Drive in Vineland. And again, to see these sponsors help promote our activities. And the bigger sponsor that's been here is Allen Associates. Rich Allen and his brother have done a great job of supporting not only the athletic programs, but all the extracurricular activities in Millville. And I want to appreciate all our sponsors for all they do for our kids throughout the year. And they've done it for years, Tony. I mean, years go by that, Jason knows when he was playing. It's almost the same ones year after year. Bob Connor and Mince Insurance, great sponsor for many years. And can't say enough about Advanced Treads and Ron Durham. I know he may not be a sponsor for these games, but he's sponsored an awful lot of Millville athletics. Well, getting the game out to our folks at home is huge during the pandemic, and now, as you can see, we have a pretty good turnout of folks watching the game online. And it's a credit to our sponsors that help and provide it, along with Quinn Broadcasting. Well, Jim Quinn's an icon in Millville, putting these games on since I think 1968 or 69. I know they were on, when I got here in 69. So we have 3rd and about 12. Motion left. Pass incomplete to number 19, Mawali Usanyi. And so Mainland will go and punt the ball again. Well, there are two Millville names that are playing for Mainland. One is the kicker Panis, and the other is Usanyi, whose father played at Millville. Oh, okay. Ordeal back to punt. Brooks waves it off. Whoa, stays away from it.
Yeah, don't get near that ball once you make that decision.
And the Thunderbolts will take the ball on the little short of 30 of the mainland of their own 30-yard line. So we'll see what's going on here as far as what we're going to do.
Here comes a real voice of the Thunderbolts.
So we have 11:45 left in the second quarter, and we got Jason Kessler joining us again. What's up, Coach?
Just enjoying the game, Tony. Just enjoying the game.
So am I. It's a beautiful day, and the breeze. I know this field is a north-south field. The breeze is blowing a little bit into the south.
It's crazy to think about. They're starting 3 freshmen on offense here, and they haven't even been in the high school yet. They've had 2 games. Allen breaking out there, nice big gain.
Amazing. Yeah, so Allen takes it into the mainland territory on the mainland 40-yard line. Outstanding job. He got to the hole really quick. Looks like he's going to come out for a break. Robbins gets the instructions from Coach Thomas with the play. Trips right.
Naeem Sharp in the backfield.
Is he?
Oh, and he took it himself. Robbins could go. Touchdown.
He had me fooled. That was a great fake and keeper. That's a 40-yard touchdown by number 2, Nate Robbins. So the score puts us at 18-0 with 11:23 left in the second quarter. And now we'll have our junior Jaden Reynes back to kick the extra point.
On these extra points, how important is the snap here, Tony?
Yeah, people have made the living in the pros just being a snapper. Zamet with the hold. Ramos with the kick. No good again. 0 for 3 today. Well, what was not his fault with a bad snap.
He's got the leg for it.
So we got the score 18-0. 18-0 with 11:23 left in the second half. At halftime, we're going to bring a full show to our fans. We'll have the Millville Thunderbolt Band led by Mr. DeSantis.
It's always a great show. Look forward to seeing what they have to offer us today.
Our last game, we were using an outside group for our camera, and we couldn't get the band in our halftime, but we'll make sure our community gets to see our band at halftime tonight, rest assured.
Yeah, they have very committed following and really support our young students. They do a great job with our Fine and Performing Arts Department, with Mr. DeSantis, and under the direction of Mr. Hartman, do an amazing job.
Robbins with the kick. Up. Takes a
Loses
funny bounce.
Just fortunate just to fall on top of it.
That was Jabril Mace, smart enough just to jump on the ball. Didn't need a turnover. Yeah, so being the assistant principal at the high school, the importance of all the sports, football, soccer, field hockey, tennis, and then having the band being as good as they are brings a lot of school spirit starting the school year this Tuesday.
Yeah, look forward to it. They have an outstanding extracurricular program in regards to athletics and our different clubs, and our Fine and Performing Arts Department are impeccable. Been rated one of the top programs in New Jersey year after year after year, and that's a credit to our staff and our students and their commitment to excellence.
Hand off to Mace for no gain. Mainland looking for the play. 17.
If Mainland wants to stay in this game, they have to mix up their play calling and not get into predictable passing downs.
Yeah, because right now we have 8 in the box right now. So I don't know what they want to do. Stop any type of running game.
Hold. See if a flag there, maybe a hold penalty.
I would just decline it.
Absolutely.
Looks like number 27, Stephen Ordeal, sophomore, running again. Or was it Brandon Dearborn number? So 3rd and long, 3rd and 12. All right, can you see they're going to have a pass play?
Looks like it, unless they're going to pooch.
Offense?
Yeah, unless they're going to pooch it here.
We got a blitz going on.
Oh,
interception! Interception by our number 5, Solomon Massey Kent with the interception.
I believe we have a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is here by the officials.
It's on Mainland. And it's a touchdown by Solomon Massey Kent. The kind of plays we need. So that brings the score to 24-0. I really would like to see our junior kicker, Jaden Reynes, right the ship here with his kicking, because he does a great job. I know I see him booting it about 35 yards in practice, maybe longer. Snap of his mud is good. And it looks like that one's good.
Now we're back on track.
There you go. Way to go, Jaden Ramis. Way to go to Solomon Massey Kent with the interception return. The pressure up the middle. And our Thunderbolts are leaving 25-0. And I'm going to turn over the reins to our Millville legend, Tony Serace, Coach Serace.
Here we go. Boy, he read that nice, didn't he, Jason?
Absolutely did. He's
saw the pass all the way. I mean, I know Mainland's shorthanded, not having their star quarterback who rushed for over 1,000 yards as a freshman, scored 20 touchdowns for Pleasantville. He's a junior this year. I guess Pleasantville had a little difficult time last year, as everybody did with the COVID. But he transferred to Mainland, and so he's not playing tonight, and they have a sophomore in there. But you got to credit Millville's defense. I mean, they've swarmed, and obviously are the better team. I mean, anything can happen, but I really think Mainland is not quite ready for this kind of speed.
Yeah, we have athletes all over the field. Solomon Massey Kent just had that interception, touchdown. I believe he's also a wrestler for us on the high school wrestling team. Anytime that you can have guys that are not just specializing on one area and are committed to improving their athleticism like Solomon is, those skills are transferable from sport to sport. We want to see more and more of our young student athletes in all of our programs. Remember how many baseball players played football for you and vice versa back in the day.
Jesus Brown was one of the tacklers on that play. I know Coach Thomas preaches that. He wants guys to play more than one sport and encourages that, which is great because much as you'd like to think all 60 of these guys or how many we have out here are going to play college football, the reality is very few of them will. So enjoy your high school years. Play whatever sports that you can play.
And the more things you're involved in, the more structure you have. Daily, you're great. It's proven time and time again. the better you'll perform in the classroom as well.
Absolutely.
Pressure in there, German, right on the outside. Ooh. Just couldn't keep outside contained. Had a lot of pressure on the young sophomore quarterback who was able to break the outside.
Yeah, I give him credit. I mean, they were breathing down his neck, and I'm sure they're disappointed that they just came up a little bit short to get him. But, he made a 5-yard gain out of nothing.
Mainland with a handoff snuffed out there by the Millville defense.
Well, again, a critical third down for Millville defense to step up. I said this many times as I was broadcasting. I think if I coached again, we spent a lot of time on third down offense and defense, but I'd spend even more time. I mean, I think I'd spend the majority of the time trying to defend third down and trying to get the first down on offense. It's just such a critical part of the game.
Yeah, the time of possession and being able to, extend drives and have good field position. Definitely, if we are able to continue doing that throughout the season, bodes well for the Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts are coming. They backed off a little bit, but they came.
Option. We're
at the alley.
Yeah. Don't know what in their defense, who's the alley defender there, but you saw the pitch was thrown off the defensive end there. Just need someone to come up and fill that alley. Would have been a big loss.
Well, as it was, they forced a fourth down, and again, their speed is just so impressive because it looked like he had some room to run.
High snap, rugby style kick, not a lot of air under it. Brooks gets away from the ball wisely.
More and more teams are going, especially if you don't have an experienced punter that can really either angle the ball or get the ball up high, going to the rugby kick. And, you can avoid getting the ball in Brooks's hands or a great return back's hands. By doing that, you can also teach it a lot easier than the technique of the regular punt.
There's something to be said for the dropping back and having all that hang time underneath, allowing the coverage team to get out there, though. You have the capability to do it. Trips to the short side of the field. Hand off to Allen.
I mentioned earlier, Allen's a very patient runner, but if the hole was there like it was on that play, he explodes through it, and he has great vision. That's easy to see why colleges were after him.
With 7 minutes and 47 seconds left, the Thunderbolts are up 25-0. Pass caught by Teron Hale. First down, Thunderbolts.
Nice delivery by Robbins on the short post.
Really believe with the number of athletes they have out in the field, a lot of these guys that are playing in the slot could be big time receivers for the Thunderbolts in other years.
Yeah, no doubt.
Screen out to Bowman. Bowman's got room, loose ball. Bowman gets it back himself.
Nice strip of the ball by number 27, Ordelli, by Mainland, but Bowman heads up, got right on it. Dennis said to me, Coach Thomas, that so excited with Robbins, a quarterback, having a 3-year starter that really knows the offense. He said it's like having a coach out on the field. You can see the maturity that Nate has.
Yeah, he has that poise, command of the offense, and the lights don't get too big for him. That was a wise decision by Allen there. I believe that was Allen there to get out of bounds. Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor instead of fighting for those extra yards.
Yeah, if there's nothing there, there's no point in trying to make something. Allen's such a big part of the whole team, offense, defense, kicking game. He's an integral part of the entire team.
Open to Cephas. And touchdown, Tyon Cephas. Great.
Yeah, speed again, the hitch and go. And to be honest, I didn't think Cephas really set it up well, although he jogged off the line, easily beating the Mainland defender. There's so many weapons here, as Coach said to me, and I mentioned it earlier with Tony, that there's only one ball, and they have to spread it around, and people can't get selfish, but they certainly have talent everywhere you look.
So with 6 minutes and 55 seconds left in the half, the score is 31 Millville Thunderbolts and 0 for the Mainland Mustangs.
It's a new kicker here, Jason. What's that number?
I'm trying to find it here. Don't think he's on the list here. Number 23,
is it? We have no 23. Out on the field watching pregame, I saw Zamont out there throwing the ball along with Nate, and Jacob Zamont's going to be a good quarterback. I think he might be the heir apparent for Nate. He looked good out there in pregame.
Yeah, very, very talented family and athletes.
I believe his brother played at the Prep, didn't he?
Yes, his brother played at the Prep. I believe he's playing at Stony Brook. It's his senior year there, I believe. And our mystery kicker, it's good. Scores now 32-0 for our Millville Thunderbolts. And now we're going to go to a commercial break.
Are you ready to find your fit at Rowan College of South Jersey?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to find my fit
in human resources,
in engineering technology, in healthcare.
With 6 divisions that include more than 100 degree and certificate programs, RCSJ gives you the choice to find a future that fits your goals. Visit rcsj.edu/enroll to start today.
And now, back to the game.
And we're back at the Millville Mainland football game with the score 32 for Millville, 0 for the Mainland Mustangs. We got 6:55 left in the second quarter. We have a kickoff of the Millville Thunderbolts. We just had a touchdown pass from Nate Robbins to Mr. Cephas. Made it look easy. Oh. Dead play. So, what do you think of the new book here that you're looking at?
I think the program is excellent.
The program.
Coach Lagama under some duress to try to get this thing done, and the young lady who worked on it, Becky.
Yeah, I know it's Becky Benson.
Becky
does a great job. I just love her excitement for everything.
No, it's a great book, and it's we don't have any advertising. We ran out of time to try to get that, and so Dave was able to get a hold of Becky to put it together. The Thunderbolt Club, Ron Durham, sponsored the book with their contributions.
So ordeal with the carry. He runs up the middle, and it's a tackle at the Millville.
48.
Yeah.
Yeah, real nice run.
Run straight. We always tell them, run north-south, run straight on those. And that was a tackle by number 12, Kenyon Conyers. I saw him at a scrimmage at number 12. He was tough as a cornerback. Came up and really could come up and play the run from the cornerback position. He's got a promising career as a sophomore. So again, the score is 32-0. 6:48 left in the second half. Mainland has the ball on the Millville 48-yard line. We have a spread offense by Mainland. Quick pass. And
read quickly by Millville. I'll have to listen to the public address announcer.
That was number 4, Tajir Brown. Came up quick.
He did come up quick. And I believe, Tony, that might have been a backward pass.
Yeah, it could have been like a lateral, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dangerous pass there. So now that brings 2nd and 12 on the right at the 50-yard line. Okay, we got sort of like a pro set here. You got that option.
Yeah, a little bit of an alley again, and May shows why he's one of the leading rushers in the Cape Atlantic League.
Yeah, he came up with saw daylight and hit the hole pretty quickly, and he picked up a few yards. It looks like about 7 yards. It's be like 3rd and about 6 yards.
Mainland's trying to shorten the game. They're in the huddle. They take their time. They use almost the entire clock. They're not interested in getting into a run and gun.
Yeah, but when you're down 32-0, they can mix up on the play. And the quarterback, Brandon Dearborn, keeps it, takes it up the middle.
Well, somebody went the wrong way. Quarterback went right, running back went left.
You've seen that a couple times before, right?
But you know what? He did the right thing, Tony. He tucked the ball and went north and south and picked up a few yards.
Another tackle by number 21, Kenyon German. Yeah, that's right.
I think they're going to go for it here, Tony.
Yeah, they're going to have to. I think you still always have to play to win, not play to not get beat 50-0. And then
exactly.
So that's what I would do.
Yeah, it's not a close game, and it is what it is. But I think they're going to call timeout. They're certainly letting the clock go down. They see the back judge start to count, and there's the timeout.
So we're going to have a timeout and break in the action with the score 32 for our Millville Thunderbolts, 0 for Mainland. We'll go to a commercial timeout. What was the reason for him calling a timeout, though? Just
I'm Bart Feldman, and this is TNF Camera. We are a full-line photographic studio and camera store. We invite you to come in and take a look at the products and services that we provide, from youth sports, high school sports, school pictures, and a wealth of photographic equipment. The advantages of coming to a store is you have the ability to talk to people and see exactly what you want to purchase beforehand. It's TNF Camera, 1362 South Delsey Drive here in Vineland.
And now, back to the game.
And we're back at John Barbos Stadium on Wheaton Field with our mighty Thunderbolts leading 32-0. Here, blessed with the presence of Tony Serace, legend, coaching legend, and also Jason Kessler, assistant principal and coach and athlete for the Millville Thunderbolts. Passes back, and he has a catch. Oh, incomplete.
Well, he had it, and it just went out of his hands.
Tajir Brown knocked it out of his hands.
I think so. I think you're right.
Yep, that was
a good recovery by him because the pass was right there.
William Spollen, it was intended for. Got in his hands and then Tajir knocked it out loose. Got to hold on tight.
Well, Chuck Smith's been coaching a long time, and he's an excellent football coach. So he just figured, let's go deep. And they almost pulled it out.
Yeah, well, I admire you play to win. I know there's 4 minutes, a little over 4 minutes left in the half. You're down 32-0. Yeah, you never know. You want to keep it close. So the Millville Thunderbolts come out on offense on the Mainland 41-yard line. Team's looking at Coach Thomas for direction. We got two in the backfield.
Trap.
German. Look at him go. He's going. Good. To the 28-yard line.
He's a fire plug. Nice trap action by the line up inside. Got to look for it, Tony, but somewhere I had all of the starters on my book for last week that I didn't make the game. Because, those offensive linemen, they don't get much credit.
Well, let's start giving the plug. That was a 41-yard run. Oh, do we have a bad snap? And tackled by number 1, Noah Torres on Robbins.
And Robbins did the right thing, right? Jumping right on the ball.
Jump on the ball. Play for another day. 3:48 left in the half. Clock is running. Robbins looking for the play. Brooks is in for Bowman.
Second and 20.
Do they have one-on-one coverage on Brooks? They do. They have Jabril Mace covering them.
Well, best against best. We have a stack out here behind Brooks.
Yeah, Naheem Sharp.
Sweep.
Another one. Is LeQuint going to take it again? Come on. Keep playing. Keep playing.
Johnny on the spot, man.
That's why he's the captain, and he's going to Syracuse. And I don't know, you think they're going to give him the 44 jersey, Coach?
We had one from Millville.
He did.
Richie Panzishin, back in the day, recruited by Syracuse. He's actually my age, so I wasn't here then. But, there was a big spread in the paper with him wearing 44.
I think for folks out there, that's a celebrated number. It was Jim Brown's number.
Yep, Ernie Davis.
Floyd Little. You know your history. Yeah, you got a good memory. So it looks like we're going to take the ball on the Mainland 39-yard line. This is a penalty. We got a spread offense, so it's second and long. 2nd and 20. Motion.
They run the same jet sweep. Another penalty. I think it's going to be another hold, but this time on us.
Tackled by number 27, Stephen Ordeal.
Mainland has tightened up the perimeter a little bit on those jet sweeps.
2:54 left in the half. It's also when you get up 32-0, it's you lose a little bit of that acuteness that you want.
Yeah, sharpness. You get a little sloppy.
That's why I think you'll see Coach Thomas get them riled up a little bit.
You need something to keep coaching, right? Otherwise, it comes too easy. So you need some mistakes. And when you're up 32-0, you don't mind a few mistakes that you can coach on.
Second and like 32 yards. Oh, look at this. Robbins to Thomas Smith III.
And that picks it up in a hurry.
Yeah, it does. When you have the guns like it, sometimes it isn't the X's and the O's, right, Coach?
Oh, no, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
It's the Jimmies and the Joes. And we got the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, we got the X's and the O's too, but.
Well, we do, and we're going to be playing, a little stiffer competition as we go on.
Third about 15 on the 34-yard line of Mainland. Robbins looking back for the call. Spread offense. Allen back. Looking at a blitz. Robbins calling out the mic. Underneath pass. Nice. That's a first down, Coach.
That's close. I don't know. Did he get it? Yeah, he did. You're right, Tony. Good eyes. Very good eyes. You know, I was just going to comment that Mainland was really playing soft. And that underneath, with our speed, you can hit somebody underneath.
Yeah, Thomas Smith.
They can go.
Minute and 30 seconds left in the half. Trying to get one last. We have a spread offense. Let's see what Coach Thomas calls here. Motion by Naheem Sharp. Allen takes it. He sees daylight. Picks up a big chunk. I don't know. Do you call timeout here? We're up 32-0.
Well,
you get a play in.
You have your first team in there. You like to get on the board to make it a running clock second half, and then you can play your reserves. I would try to score. Although the not penalty on Millville, so.
That takes us back, and now we're going to be. That's a first down, and about 14. Motion left. Oh, there goes. Look at this kid run. That was a motion left and a little slant, and then the freshman Kazir Brooks in for the touchdown. I'm telling you, the kid makes it look easy, Coach.
He does make it look easy, and you know they can spread the field and run that motion and get one-on-one. It's like stealing candy. It's and a great delivery by Robbins. So I think now you'll see a slowdown by Millville going into the start of the second half. While they go for this extra point, here's the linemen, Tony, that never get credit. H. and Harris at center, at guard, George Gonzalez, other guard Edison Andino, and the two tackles on offense, Darren Blasowicz. Did I say that right? Where's Jason? Is that his name? Blasowicz. And, of course, Marcus Offer. So there's the Thunderbolt offensive line. I stepped on you. Did he make it?
Yeah, he did. 39-0 with 52.8 seconds left in the half.
Were you a lineman, Tony?
I was a tight end, so I was both.
You got a little recognition. Us poor linemen, you know,
I know.
They just did the dirty work.
I'm dating myself. I played for Jim Doyle.
Oh yeah.
And he liked that wedge play. It was like the Green Bay power sweep. And he always picked the big guy to be his tight end to double up on the tackle.
Yeah.
Block down and double on the tackle.
Well, all the guys that played back in the day for me, you know, we, third and long was a running play for me.
I played left side, and I used to like the I slot right, left end lonely. One time I go out for a pass. Other time, you're right, it was 3 yards in a cloud of dust back then. So our Millville Thunderbolts going to kick off on their own 40. Mace back. They kick it to Ordeal, who takes it, runs north-south, runs it straight, and he takes it to the 38 with 46.8 seconds left in the half.
You know, Tony, I knew Elijah Edwards didn't play last week, and when I was down watching pregame, I take a look at him and I said,
he's huge.
This is a man. I mean, this is a real man.
He is.
And I know that Dennis and Tommy Woodward had told me how, dominating he had, been for them. So having him back's a big help.
Okay, Mainland will probably go out for it looks like a legal procedure, but they run the Ordeal. And the tackle on the 42-yard line.
Tony, I've been on both sides of the field with this. When you're over at the Mainland side, it's a lonely feeling. You know you're outmanned. The kids are playing as hard as they can, and they just don't have the Jimmies and the Joes.
Yeah.
They're a good program, but they're not ready, to play Millville at this point in their program. And Millville's been developing these kids for a number of years now. I think it's going to be exciting to watch them play a lot of the better teams as they move on in the schedule.
Yes. That's the end of the half. Also, at one point, I like to make that everybody in the Mainland stands, everybody must love the players at this time. If you're there, you love them. So at the end of the half, the score is our Millville Thunderbolts 39, Mainland nothing. We'll take a timeout, and don't go away, because you're going to get a treat from our Millville Thunderbolt band, uninterrupted.
Getting the right pair of glasses along with the quality eye care you deserve can be expensive, but not at Ideal Vision, where for a limited time you can get a complete pair of glasses for just $49.95. And right now that includes our comprehensive eye exam. Ideal Vision is where quality meets affordability, from an on-site optical laboratory making same-day eyeglasses available to hundreds of designer frames from the brands you want, all with the lowest prices guaranteed.
We are here for you and your family's vision needs. Call or stop in today at Ideal Vision. You'll be glad you did.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
The Millville Chiropractic.
Hopefully we don't get this shot. Hopefully we don't get this 40 years. How's that, hold on, bring your camera up. Trying to open up the iris. There you go. Looks good. Too bright. Doesn't match the other camera. There you go. Alright, so basically let's take this like we do at church. Yeah, I was gonna say, we got a bag. Let's do some nice close-ups of all the band members. Just one by one, see how it looks. So start over there with, let's see where the performance goes first. Yeah, that's what I don't know the order of operations yet. Pick up the conductor. Pick up the conductor down there. Gotcha. There you go. You were a conductor? Shh. Oh, sorry. Slowly, can you go down in my car? Go in. Passengers. Passenger side. Get my cooler bag. It has my waters and stuff. Keep bringing it up. Go on the middle. You have all the percussion. Actually, no, get the baton. Baton on the left. Sorry, baton on the left. Instead, baton on the left. Quick. Get him. Move this to the right. Quick, get them. Get through the window. Sorry. Stay there. Now slowly a little bit. What? Now slowly. Where's that map? Alright, go back through there. Can you shoot the keyboard? Instead, start. Let's who's the lead sax? Lead horn. Lead horn over there. Lead horn over there. Quick. Got it? Yeah. Thank you.
Everything about football is a lot different. Right on that pace. Where's the trumpet at?
That one. He's getting the trumpet to get that one. Gotcha. Quick. Xylophones on the right. Window. Give me that. Yeah, that one guy. Give me the one guy in the conductor. The one guy in the conductor.
There.
All right, instead of those two right there. See where they're going. Far left. They're all sitting down. Let's
get the drummer and the horn in the same shot. Oh, the flag looks awesome. Sucks, I can't see what you see. I'm looking through a screen.
Center, located at 1014 North High Street in Millville, is celebrating 30-plus years of success serving the community. Dr. Beebe, Dr. Doyle, and Dr. Fresh treat a variety of health conditions with a full-service facility featuring x-rays on site by a licensed radiographic technician, computerized muscle analysis, chiropractic manipulations, rehabilitative exercises, and a diet and weight loss program. Call their friendly staff at 856-327-0320 for an appointment today.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a nonprofit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
It's a celebration, smiles are everywhere. Happiness and joyful times with all the love and care. Timbro braces creates happy faces. Timbro braces creates happy faces. Smile, smile, all because Timbro took good care of us. Smile, smile, all because they'll turn your frown into a smile.
At Complete Care, we are patients serving patients. I choose to bring myself and my children to Complete Care because we are a one-stop shop. We use dental, we use medical. I feel as though the quality of care here is great. I love working here. I feel great to work at a place that serves the community. There's a lot of people in need. To me, patients serving patients means we've been in your shoes. We know what great care means to us, and we want to provide that for you.
What makes Inspiro innovative? The latest in surgical robotics. What makes us indispensable? Our nationally acclaimed breast center specializing in reconstructive surgery. What makes us incomparable? Our national award-winning and comprehensive orthopedic center. It's in the people, it's in the legacy, it's in the network. Inspira Health Network, in it for you.
Need something fixed? Think Latour Hardware and Garden Center, your best bet for reliable and lasting repairs. For over 30 years, Latour has been the expert in small engine repairs, lawnmower repairs, blade sharpening, screen and window repair, glass cutting, generator maintenance, and power tool repairs. Latour services all major brands, and whether you visit the store or take advantage of Latour's pickup and delivery service, you'll know your job is being done right. Think hardware, think Latour Hardware and Garden Center. Come on in and get started.
Are you ready to find your fit at Rowan College of South Jersey?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to find my fit
in human resources,
in engineering technology, in healthcare.
With 6 divisions that include more than 100 degree and certificate programs, RCSJ gives you the choice to find a future that fits your goals. Visit rcsj.edu/enroll to start today.
It's time for Thunderbolt football. Let's get ready for kickoff.
So we're back for the second half of our football game between the Millville Thunderbolts and the Mainland Mustangs. About to get started. So, Mr. Kessler, what do you think of our band?
Band was absolutely fantastic. Very enjoyable show they put on. Definitely need to find out when the band competition is going to be here at Wheaton Field, so we can come out and support our marching bolts.
Very impressive. Again, I've been in a couple school districts, and I think they're second to none. And we have Coach Suresh joining us again. How you doing, Coach? And in the first half, it was all Millville, right?
Absolutely. Up and down the field, offense and defense was making some extra points at the end of the half. Definitely a complete team effort here so far for our Bolts. As we wait for the two teams to get ready to kick off the second half, I want to thank some of our sponsors. One of them I know I use myself personally. That's Latour's Hardware on 1607 South Delsey Drive for all my hardware and home and garden needs. Definitely a business worth frequenting.
Yes, they have a great reputation in the area. Also, Ideal Vision at the Main Road Shopping Center in Vineland. You mentioned Latour Hardware. And also our new sponsor, T&F Camera Shop at 1362 South Delsey Drive in Vineland. And last but certainly not least, Allen Associates. They take care of our employees in the school district. Do a great job. They just don't provide the service, they care. So we're going to get started. Coach Thomas prepares his team. We'll see how long until we start playing some of our reserves.
One thing Millville's always been very good at on the kickoff team, doesn't always have the most outstanding kicker kicking it deep, but we've always had a great wedge buster. So look for one of our inside guys closest to the kicker here to be taking a beeline to the ball and trying to wreak some havoc with low balls and blocks here.
Yeah, we used to call that the T&F guy. The T&F guys are tough and fast.
Absolutely.
All right, so senior quarterback and team leader, one of the team leaders, Nate Robbins, from Morris Township. And for the kickoff.
You see Solomon Massey can't get down the field here in that spot. Close. Trips him up.
Again, that's Ordeal from Mainland. He stopped on the 30-yard line. We'll see what Mainland does when they come out now. If they come out guns a-blazing, start throwing, because I don't think running's going to help them much.
Controlling the clock here isn't going to help them. You want to try to get some positive plays. Work on your offense here. Maybe give some other people some opportunities.
Dearborn in the option with the pitch to Mace.
He's just a little bit too quick on the pitch there. Needs to make the defensive end commit to him, going down the line, and give his running back a little bit more space to get to the edge after the pitch. He's just a little too fast for that pitch.
Tackled by Brassier Hunter. Tough, fast kid. Good running back. Made an outstanding tackle there for a 3-yard loss. 2nd and 13. Dearborn has the play. Out on the wide side of the field. Looking for a quick slant, wasn't there. Dearborn gets sacked by a gang of Millville players.
A lot of pressure in there by Jaden Wright.
Like Coach Ray said, Edwards is a man-child. So now it's going to be third and about a little over 20 yards. So things aren't looking much better for the Mainland Mustangs.
Yeah, our front three of down defensive linemen do a really good job. You know, obviously Elijah Edwards and Jaden Wright we mentioned, but also Kevin White, who's a 10th grader for us here at that right defensive tackle spot, doing a real nice job. Getting off some pressure, getting upfield.
Handoff.
Way to string that out by Bowman, keeping the outside leverage.
Carried by Christian Elliott for little to no gain. It'll be fourth down. Getting under 9 minutes to play in the third quarter. Mainland back to punt. Deep in their territory, about the 19-yard line.
Bad snap.
That's going to be a safety. Fumble out of the end zone.
Nice tackle there. Forced that fumble by Jaden Merle, number 33.
And now we got the 41. So Millville will get the ball back. This time last week was a momentum changer against Union. We picked up a safety on a bad snap, and Lazier Brooks, the freshman, took it to the house.
When you can win the turnover battle, it bodes well for you when you're able to score on defense in football. Definitely helps you out. And with 8 minutes and 35 seconds left in third quarter, the score is 41 for Millville and 0 for the visiting Mainland Mustangs.
So they'll kick it off on their own 20. We have three guys back. Number 4, Tajir Brown.
Naeem Sharp and Mr. Brooks, all back there, definitely all explosive athletes.
Let's see who they kick it to. Squibbler. No.
Dennis kicks it deep.
It's Tajir Brown taking it out wide.
Blocks, nice kick out block there by Sharp. See a flag on the play.
Usually not good for the return team.
One positive thing I did definitely see, and this is something you don't always see on teams that are being successful, but bodes well for the future for them, is that every time you see somebody make a big play or have a problem, teammate picking them up, getting them back where they need to be, seems to be a tight knit just really engaged in the game. It bodes well for the rest of the season.
Off the window, keep going, move to your right, move to your right.
We are going to see a quarterback. Jacob Samant in. A sophomore. So he's going to get some playing time.
Actually coached against his brother when he was at St. Augustine Prep. He's a very talented quarterback himself.
Now with the ball, handoff.
I believe that's the Naeem Sharp for a couple yard gain. It's 2nd and 8 for the Thunderbolts, looking for the play from the sideline. We're in a jacks formation, 2x2 on the two sides. Setting up the screen to Sharp. Scurries through. It's close to a first down. Zamont did a nice job there hanging in there, setting up the screen and holding on just before the defender got to him before releasing the ball. Picked up a major chunk of yardage. And we did get the first down. So if our fans don't know, with it being 41-0 right now, we have a running clock.
So LaQuint Allen is in the game.
The keeper by Zamont.
A 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7. Again, if you just joined us, it's 41-0 for our Millville Thunderbolts. Now I'm going to hand it off to Coach Serace. Coach Serace.
Zamont back pass over to Allen, just off his hands with a break up there by number 23 from Mainland, Joe Sheeran.
Well, I had to take care of some personal stuff. I had to call my grandson before he went to bed for the big game tomorrow against the Prep. So we have some subs in here, Jason.
Yep, at back at quarterback is sophomore Jacob Zamont. Swing pass over to Naeem Sharp, 10th grader. Saw Marcus Offer there, the 9th grade offensive tackle there, blocking downfield, moving his feet. It's always good on those quick screen plays to get your lineman down in front of you.
Yeah, he's got some real potential as the years go by.
Switching up the cadence there, the Thunderbolts a little bit, getting Mainland to show they're blitzing the ball. Sharp in motion, drop back for Zamont, wide open. Oh, wide open kill and Bogan. Unfortunately, it's going to come back with a block in the back, unneeded.
Unneeded, and I'm not sure, Jason, he didn't have his head in front. I got to look at the replay. If you can show that one more time. I don't know if the block showed up on that, but very nice ball by Zamont, wasn't it? I mean, right on the money.
Absolutely. Put it right in Bowman's hands, and he was off to the races. This is what we kind of talked about with both of those young athletes. Zamont showing a lot of potential, being the heir apparent at quarterback, and Bowman being a great athlete. So the Bolts still have the ball. Score is 41-0 with 3 minutes and 53 seconds left. Zamont back to pass, sets up the screen. Caught by number 28, Bryceer Hunter, 10th grade.
The timing is so important as you know, Jason, an offensive lineman on that screen play. It seemed like the timing was just a little bit off, getting the lineman out in front of the back.
And I'm sure you had set up the screen. You had a wide open, uncovered Teron Hale there on the inside slot. And as Zamont continues to recognize those things, and Coach Thomas might give him the freedom to, ad lib a little bit. Sweep by number 3, Thomas Smith Jr. Hard to take him down, continue to fight, stay up.
One of the problems that Coach, it's a nice problem to have when you're up like this and you're trying to get other players in, is, some of the other players don't really know the plays. And they can't line up properly to even let you run any play. So it's easy to say, well, get Thomas Smith out. You got to play with somebody. It's kind of like, when the pros are playing, they only have so many players.
It's also a good opportunity for some of your starters at this point to see what they can do at different positions. Thomas Smith doesn't normally run the ball.
Good trap
handoff, good trap to Brazier Hunter with a lineman all the way up the field with him. Touchdown Thunderbolts. Score with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left is 47 for our Thunderbolts and nothing for our Mustangs.
Well, Tommy Woodward has to be really pleased with the play of the offensive line. As an old line coach, I'm sure you feel the same way. That offensive line has performed well all evening.
Yeah, when you're getting good blocks and commitment by all the players out there to stay on their blocks on the edge, good things are going to happen for your team. Our mystery kicker is back in, snap down, and our mystery kicker is good. Score now is 48-0 with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in the third quarter for our Millville Thunderbolts.
If somebody knows number 23's name, put it on and we'll identify him. His mom and parents or friends are listening.
So right now, Coach, it looks like it's going to be a long bus ride back to Millwood for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and I've been on the other side of that. It's not only a long bus ride, but as a coaching staff, you start going through like, what do we do now? They know we're good, and they probably would be a stretch for them to beat us. But they're really getting their ears pinned back, and you got to really turn the page and try to get ready to win another one. Mainland's had a pretty favorable schedule the last couple of years now. This year, they've really stepped up the schedule.
Yeah, that's one thing under Coach Thomas. He's challenged his team since he's been here to, I think, have one of the more difficult schedules in the West Jersey Football League year to year, having challenging, in-conference opponents, but also, out-of-conference opponents.
Yeah, he's not afraid. He's not afraid to challenge the kids to play anyone, just as he wanted to jump in on that tournament down in Ocean City and play a great team in Union, and that gets you ready for the primetime games here. But as they play the Prep and Williamstown and the other teams on their schedule, they're going to face much tougher opponents along the way.
Mainland looks to have a new quarterback in the game and some substitutes in.
They just want to keep the clock running, not have any stoppages. We have a moment here. We've credited Coach Thomas, and rightfully so, for the great job he's done with our program and coaching. But the assistant coaches, Tommy Wickward, Val Forbes, Ron Terry. I met Coach Terry tonight for the first time. Charles Court, Teron Gray, who played here, Darren Carr, and Stephen Haynes all do a great job.
Yeah, you said, Teron Gray played here, Tommy Wicker played here, Stephen Haynes played here, Coach Forbes played here, Darren Carr, actually my first year here 15 years ago, he was on the football team, was an offensive lineman for us.
Yep.
It's great to see our former athletes coming back, working in our school system, being great role models for our student athletes, and sharing the life experiences and experiences they've had on the football field with our young student athletes.
And they know the tradition that Millville football has, and how important it is.
I believe in in at quarterback is number 25 for Mainland, Tony DeSalle, 9th grader. Loose ball, fumble. Oh, I'm not. He almost had that Leon Lett moment there, Coach. Tried to, cash the check before, it cleared.
Well, when you put a 9th grader in, you're going to struggle a little bit, with quarterback, and Millville's not trying to run the score up. I mean that snap over the punter's head, and then you've got this, this fumble inside the 20, and can't tell the kid don't pick it up and run it in.
So now entering the fourth quarter with 12 minutes remaining in our game, the score is 48 for our Thunderbolts, to nothing for the Mainland Mustangs.
Good time to point out, too, I got a chance before the game to chat a little bit with our team doctor. I believe he's a school physician, too, right? Seth Silver, Dr. Silver? But he's a team doctor. Okay. Dr. Silver does a great job with our athletes. And I was telling the athletic director from Mainland when I was talking to Dr. Silver, I met him in 1993, I think it was. First game that he was at, and I got run over on the sideline, Tony, and I broke my ankle, compound fracture. And so I'm in the hospital, and he came in to operate. I had a plate and 3 pins put in my ankle. I said, "You better be good, because I don't know you." Joey Durella introduced him to us, and he's been great. He's been great for the school, been a great orthopedic doctor.
Took care of mine, eh?
Yep, so there you go. He's taking care of a lot of Millville athletes, and he's very, very good. And of course, he works closely with our trainer, Dan Richter, and Dan does a great job not only treating injuries. Millville going for 2 here.
In that full house backfield Coach Thomas loves so much.
Quarterback sneak, and he's in. Not quite sure why he did that. Maybe there's an injury with a kicker, but
so now the score is 54-0 with 11 minutes and 54 seconds left for our Millville Thunderbolts.
Oh, I know why. They didn't score. You know what? When it's this bad, I lose track.
It's all right, Coach.
I thought they were going for 2. They were going for the touchdown.
I thought you whistled. I brought you a sharpened pencil right here for you.
Jason, one of my all-time favorite office workers. I trained him to go on to success.
Absolutely, positively.
Now he's a successful administrator, successful career teaching and coaching.
Fortunately, we have player down. Our thoughts are with that young person at this point.
Yeah, the last thing you want to see in a game like this is injuries.
So with that, we're going to go to a TV timeout and hear a word from our sponsors.
I'm Bart Feldman, and this is TNF Camera. We are a full-line photographic studio and camera store. We invite you to come in and take a look at the products and services that we provide, from youth sports, high school sports, school pictures, and a wealth of photographic equipment. The advantages of coming to a store is you have the ability to talk to people and see exactly what you want to purchase beforehand. It's TNF Camera, 1362 South Delsey Drive here in Vineland.
And now, back to the game.
And we're back. Thunderbolts going for the extra point. High snap. Samant tries to get it down. Of course, your timing a little bit off on that. That's okay. A lot of success to our mystery kicker so far today anyway. So it's coming up all roses so far, Coach.
Well, the Thunderbolts are winning, as they say. But, again, the way we get tougher. Coach Thomas knows that. He didn't mention that location. Schedule.
No short shortly, hopefully. No, I won't know shortly.
I will. I have it. Take this.
So we look for our kicker, who that is. Where did Coach Chuck Smith from Mainland coach prior to being at Mainland?
Well, he's been an assistant at Mainland for a number of years.
Under Paul Coffey?
Bob Coffey.
Bob Coffey, yeah.
And then he went to Oakcrest as the head coach and really had a really good run there. But his heart was to come back to Mainland. I think he was still teaching at Mainland. So he wanted to go back, and Mike Gatley, the athletic director, knew what type of coach he was and had no problem bringing him back.
See some new Thunderbolt defenders entering the game. Number 52, Shaquem Sapp, 10th grader. I believe number 33, Jaden Merrill. Number 14, Kashawn Jones. All just entered the game with some other players. Number 50, Rob Cole.
Thunderbolts play Shawnee next week. That will not be an easy game.
Yeah, that will definitely be a test. Will that be here at
No, it's up
Wheatonfield,
there.
or will it be at Shawnee?
At Shawnee.
At Shawnee.
Always a hard place
Yeah,
to
always
play.
a difficult place to
And you know the other chaos, and Tony can probably relate to this day's coaching, when you get to a game that's 55-0 and you're on the 55, you want to get your kids in the game, and it's such a hard thing. Like I'm asking JV kids, well, what position do you play? Oh, I don't know. I hold the bag, so you're trying to get them in the game, and it's hard. And sometimes you end up with 10 players on the field or 12 players on the field.
But Coach Thomas is doing the right thing in this situation. He's getting a lot of kids some invaluable experience here playing under the lights on Wheatonfield.
Yep. Always
a good memory.
And this is, in essence, a JV game.
Nice tackle there by number 24, Asir Cornish, a 10th grade linebacker.
So Millville plays Shawnee at Highland, at the Prep, Hamilton, Williamstown, Lenape, and of course Vineland. So the test gets tougher and tougher, and then of course if they keep moving on in the state tournament, those teams are always good.
Yeah. These early challenging games for our Thunderbolts are definitely going to, help with their development, help prepare them for the playoffs this year.
Ooh, nice tackle.
Trying to find the number for our fans at home. Number 52 there on the tackle, Shaquem Sapp.
A real nice tackle by Shaquem. Again, good speed on the defensive line and linebackers. They can really run.
I wonder if he's the brother of Shamik Sapp that recently played for us a couple years ago.
Yep, or related to him. Yep, good possibility.
Always good to have those Thunderbolt legacy players.
Maybe. Block kick.
Nice block kick.
And another touchdown.
Another touchdown for our Thunderbolts.
Wow.
Knew we would eventually get some pressure on one of these snaps.
Well, and I can't tell, Jason. You tell any of those? Are they starters in there on the kicking game?
Yeah, looks like some.
It's hard. It's hard, as you know, with a kicking game to put second team in.
That was one of my jobs. Was when I was coaching football here to help manage the substitutions for special teams is a major task to handle. One person moving part, one person goes down. It's like a jigsaw puzzle to try to make sure you have every spot lined up.
Absolutely. You get an injury and kids on 4 or 5 different special teams.
I know sometimes we would plan, even go 3 deep with our groupings of people to ensure that we, would be able to get all our people out.
But then someone gets injured, right?
It throws everything off.
You're trying to find the guy that backs up the backup, right?
Yeah.
To get him in, and he's not paying attention.
It takes a lot of preparation. And with 7 minutes and 43 seconds left, the home Thunderbolts are up 62 to nothing here at John Barbow Stadium, Wheaton Field.
Tony, I really don't think that Dennis, Coach Thomas, or Millville did anything to run the score up.
Oh, I don't think that at all. I think it's their JV against our second or third string against their second or third string, and they're making block punts and interceptions.
Yes, fumbles,
So there's
running them in.
nothing you can do about that.
Nothing you can do about
You
it.
can't tell a kid not to play hard.
No.
Millville kicks off. And we got a stop. No, we don't have a stop. Ordeal keeps going, but our guys are just got the eye of the tiger tonight. And it's get the ball on the Mainland will get the ball on about what, Coach, about the 20
25, 26.
Yeah, I think it's maybe the 25-yard line. Again, I want to take this time to thank our sponsors, Ideal Vision from Main Road Shopping Center, Vineland. And then we have Latour Hardware, 1607 South Delsey Drive in Vineland. And our new sponsor, T&F Camera Shop, 1362 South Delsey Drive in Vineland. And finally, Allen Associates. Thank you very much. High snap, roll out, and it's a tackle. It's number 50 for us. Rob Cole.
Tony, when I was coaching, guys in the booth always complained about the dark numbers. They
I
wanted
was
white
complaining
numbers.
about that at Ocean City. I couldn't see the Union numbers. Like the ball. Oh, fumble again. Let's see who.
Millville says they have it, and they do.
Again, there's nothing you can do about that, Coach.
No, there's
Running
not-
up
no.
the score, it's just.
No.
Yeah,
No.
and that's a fumble recovery.
So when I was coaching, I would always tell Jim Quinn and the guys, don't worry about it. You can see them. You know, and then I get up in the booth, I can't see them. I said, why are they wearing dark numbers? Get white numbers on.
Yeah, exactly. Especially now. I always thought I had good eyes. Rob Cole with the fumble recovery, too. So it'll be Millville ball.
Well, thank goodness I have glasses from Ideal Vision. And
There you go. There's
Dr.
a plus.
Chris took good care of me.
So with the score is 62-0 with 4 minutes remaining in the contest. Safe to say, what are we doing here?
I think we're going to take a knee.
We're going to victory it?
I think we might. Maybe
think
not.
we
Maybe it'll be a quarterback's knee. You know, you run the risk of embarrassing teams if you take
Yeah,
a
if it
knee.
gets to 70. Remember when Penn State was up, they had that lion do push-ups?
Yep,
There
taking
you
a
go.
knee.
We're going to take a knee. People are clapping.
Yep, it's the right thing to do.
I think I told you the story. I was coaching for Northern Burlington, and we were winning 32-0 at the half against Florence. I was coaching the freshman team. Back there, varsity team played in the morning. Varsity played in the afternoon on Saturday. I got back, and you know Coach Perillo. I think I told you this before. He was getting dressed as his coach. how come you didn't throw the ball in the second half? I was being sportsman-like, and he said, it was Florence. They would run it up on you. I guess you're aware. I mean, Coach Frapoli's a great coach. I think the all-time wins leader, but Florence was known for running up the score back in the day.
Yep. Both of those guys are very, very dear friends of mine. In fact, I talked to Charlie the other day. I wanted to call him to tell him about the passing of a great legend in Mainland, John Parentazzi.
Yes.
He was close with Charlie, and I wanted to make sure Charlie knew, because Charlie obviously not in the area to get the obituaries or anything.
They say that he was in the Mount Rushmore of violent athletics.
Oh, man, John Parentazzi is a great coach and a great man.
So with under 2 minutes left, Coach, and we don't get to see you much in the games, what have you been up to? What do you do to keep busy?
Well, you know, I have, as you well know, some projects going on with Salmon Ventures and my part-time employer, because I don't work full-time, but I get to work with you and other superintendents and keep in touch and talk to them about various programs that might be available in their interest. So that kind of keeps me a little busy. Then my wife has this lengthy honey-do list that I've avoided during the time that, I was struggling with cancer. And, the grandkids now. So I'm away every weekend now, Friday, Saturday, to one of the games.
What games?
Well, I go to my grandson's game mostly Friday nights, and then Saturday my son coaches at Princeton. So I go to his, games at Princeton, and then I squeeze in my granddaughter's games. She's a soccer player in the fall, and so the grandkids, as you know, can keep you very busy, especially if they're playing sports. And it's enjoyable. Time goes by so fast. You want to watch the kids play. I miss being out here, though, and I miss, year and a half. I did the first game. They played St. Peter's Prep, I think, in 2019. And shortly after there, I got the cancer, and I was out. Then the COVID hit.
Yeah, and you had to take precautions, but now one more play by Mainland. Maybe they want to get on the scoreboard. I think that's going to be the game.
Yep. Well, Tony, it was a pleasure to work with you, and I watched every game last year. I didn't miss a game. So I told you, you're ready to retire to a new job, man.
I don't think so.
Well, listen, community's lucky to have you and your involvement in doing the games, all the games. We did them all last year. It was great. So I know I'll see you before that, but I look forward to working with you Thanksgiving. And Jason, one of my prized pupils, man. Good to work with you.
Thank you, Coach. It was great working with you.
Yeah, so final thoughts on the game, Coach?
Well, it was a mismatch. What can you say? I mean, our talent is superior to Mainland's, and from what I have observed in 50 years of watching Millville football, this could be one of the best, if not the best, at the end. We have to see, right? Brooks could be one of the best players ever, but he's played 2 games. So we can't put him in the Hall of Fame yet. But certainly looks like he's on the right track, right? I mean, he looks like he's the real deal.
Well, they always say that it's not how you start, it's where you finish,
It's where
right?
you finish. And Coach, can't say enough about Coach Thomas and his staff. I'm very impressed, again, with the discipline, the lack of penalties, the procedures, a lot of stuff that hurt us in the past. Not having enough players on the field. You have a senior quarterback, 3-year starter, controls the offense. You have great speed all over on defense as well. And the kids seem to be, buying into what they're doing. So I think the sky's the limit for this team. I think they can go far.
Great. And Jason?
This team definitely has a chance to be very successful. Just going to continue to work hard and stay humble and hungry, and the sky's the limit.
Yeah, I think so too. I think to me, LaQuint Allen is the glue of the team. I think there's a couple botched plays that he turned it around and kept things going for them. I think that goes. I think sometimes it goes unsaid because you get a score like this.
That's a good point, Tony, because that could have giving Mainland maybe a score or keep them close in the game in the beginning, and who knows. But LeQuint, you could call it luck, but, he was very on the spot to do those things. So you're right. He's the glue. He's the key. The coach told me, he said, everybody's going to share the ball, but LeQuint's getting 20 to 25 carries.
And he showed his leadership and also his ability tonight. So so we have Jason Kessler, Coach Serace, and Tony Trongone from Quinn Broadcasting. We're broadcasting from Wheaton Field, John Barbeau Stadium. Big win by our Thunderbolts, very impressive. And we'll see you next week. Next game is against?
At Shawnee.
At Shawnee. We'll see you next week, so stay tuned. We'll advertise it. Take care, and as always, go Bolts.
Getting the right pair of glasses along with the quality eye care you deserve can be expensive, but not at Ideal Vision, where for a limited time you can get a complete pair of glasses for just $49.95. And right now that includes our comprehensive eye exam. Ideal Vision is where quality meets affordability, from an on-site optical laboratory making same-day eyeglasses available to hundreds of designer frames from the brands you want, all with the lowest prices guaranteed.
We are here for you and your family's vision needs. Call or stop in today at Ideal Vision. You'll be glad you did.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
The Millville Chiropractic Center, located at 1014 North High Street in Millville, is celebrating 30-plus years of success serving the community. Dr. Beebe, Dr. Doyle, and Dr. Fresh treat a variety of health conditions with a full-service facility featuring x-rays on site by a licensed radiographic technician, computerized muscle analysis, chiropractic manipulations, rehabilitative exercises, and a diet and weight loss program. Call their friendly staff at 856-327-0320 for an appointment today.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a nonprofit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.